Hey everybody, what's going on? It's the Puerto Rican nationalist, Luis Rivera here. I don't know if y'all been paying attention. I haven't been making videos for a while because we've been having some health issues. My wife had some surgery, so we've been taking care of that. She's been in recovery now for a while, but I had a comment on this because I seen AOC crying about Colombian coffee being the tariffs on Colombian coffee imported into America. Why in the fuck is she crying about Colombian coffee as a Puerto Rican, as a Boricua? Why is she crying about Colombian coffee coming into America? This helps the Puerto Rican coffee industry. This could give massive amounts of money to our Puerto Rican farmers, our brothers and sisters back home on the island, working at these coffee farms, working in these factories where they roast the coffee beans, they grind them down, they package them, they distribute them. This could be helping pull our economy on the island out of debt. It could be helping to raise the standard of living, the affordability issues on the island. I mean, it could be a massive boom for our people. But what is she doing? She's crying about Colombian coffee. Why? Because Trump did it. She is not an ally of the Puerto Rican people. She is a globalist scum. She does not want anything good for Puerto Rican people unless it fits her very narrow neoliberal agenda. If it fits the agenda of those who put her in power, then she wants it. Helping Puerto Rican farmers, helping Puerto Rican farm workers, helping the Puerto Rican coffee industry is at the bottom of her list. That is why she is going on X or Twitter or whatever the fuck you want to call it, talking about Colombian coffee and crying about tariffs. At this point in the game, you should understand that we need to be practicing economic nationalism. This means supporting Puerto Rican businesses first and everybody else after that. I would say Puerto Rican business first, then other Latino and Black and Native businesses. Then you can worry about whatever businesses after that. But we need to be practicing economic nationalism first. And she is doing a massive disservice with the platform that she has. And I'd be willing to debate her on this issue. She could be boosting the Puerto Rican coffee industry. She could be promoting the Puerto Rican coffee industry. She could be marketing this as a great opportunity for Puerto Rican coffee manufacturers. But what is she doing? She's crying about Colombian coffee because she is not Puerto Rico first. She is not Puerto Rican first. She is globalism first. She is neoliberalism first. She is Nancy Pelosi in brownface. This is what everybody needs to understand. I'm sorry I'm yelling, or raising my voice. I'm actually not yelling, but this shit makes me aggravated and it fucking irks me to my core. I don't know why in the hell any Puerto Rican would be mad about Colombian coffee having tariffs on it. This is a good thing for Puerto Rican coffee producers and the Puerto Rican economy in general. And you should never want to discourage industry that's happening on the island. You should never want to, I mean, that shit is insane. Not only is it the Puerto Rican economy, it's the American economy. It's the economy that you live under. Why in the hell would you want more economic pain for the economy you live under to support some foreign government? You don't want that. That does not help you. That does not help the working class. That definitely does not help Puerto Rican people at all whatsoever. It encourages further divestment from the island when it could be encouraging more Puerto Ricans to go back home and invest in the island. I mean, I've been looking at property all over the place because my wife and I are thinking about buying some property and expanding our farm business out in Puerto Rico. This is insanity that she can get in front of you with a straight face and tell you she's pro Puerto Rican anything. It's all good and well to make a statement saying that she was for the alliance, the independence movement. But what happens when it's time to support something that would be able to fund an independence movement, that would be able to help Puerto Rico and Puerto Ricans be more economically independent? She squashes that shit. She's against that shit. And so is every other Puerto Rican politician. You want to know why? Because they do not care about the Puerto Rican people. They hate Puerto Rican people more than Puerto Rican statehood politicians. These Puerto Rican politicians in America, in the diaspora, hate Puerto Ricans more than Puerto Rican statehooders do. If anything, if they truly cared about Puerto Rican people, they would be promoting the Puerto Rican coffee industry more than ever. They would be telling everybody they could at the top of their lungs on every social media platform, on every type of media platform that they have access to. They would be promoting the Puerto Rican coffee industry, but they're not, because their loyalty is not to Puerto Rico. It is not to Puerto Ricans. It is to their white elite oligarch owners, these people that put them in power. These are their masters, and that's who they serve. They don't serve you. They don't serve me. They will never serve you. They will never serve me. They will never serve the interests of the Puerto Rican people. It's easy to make a statement that doesn't affect anything. But when it comes time to make a statement that could boost the economy in Puerto Rico, what do? They make statements going against that very idea. They are never going to be for the Puerto Rican worker. They are never going to be for the island of Puerto Rico. They are never going to advocate for anything that fundamentally changes the way Puerto Ricans exist in the diaspora or on the island. And that is this. If this doesn't prove to you that they are the most anti-Puerto Rican people on the face of this earth, I don't know what will. You have to understand that they are deliberately undermining the Puerto Rican coffee industry. I know there are Puerto Rican people who moved back to the island specifically to become coffee farmers. Specifically, I go out of my way. I buy Puerto Rican coffee. Specifically. Why? Because I practice economic fucking nationalism. Because I know that the only way we are going to gain our independence is if we buy the fucking island back. America is for sale, and as long as Puerto Rico is part of America, that means Puerto Rico is fucking for sale. And that means we should be buying it back. We need to be investing in it. We don't need to be worrying about no goddamn Colombian coffee farmers. We need to be worrying about Puerto Rican coffee farmers and the Puerto Rican coffee industry. Stop listening to these whiny liberal politicians who are put in power by these economic white elites. They don't care about you. They don't care about us. They do not care about the island. They make statements all day, but when it comes time to support industry that actually promotes independence, where are they? They're nowhere to be found. They are nowhere to be fucking found. You need to remember that. And everybody here in the diaspora needs to remember that shit too. They are not our friends. They are not our allies. They are never going to care about us. So we need to stop caring about them. We need to stop supporting them, and we need to support ourselves. Take this hint. Take this hint now. Understand that they do not give a single shit about anything that will help make us independent. They do not give a shit about anything that will help further the economic independence of people on the island, that will improve the socioeconomic conditions on the island. They do not care about the material betterment of the people on the island. They do not care about the material betterment of our people here in the diaspora unless it fucking affects them politically. So this is just a huge reminder and a huge wake-up call. And y'all need to wake up and smell the coffee, literally. I'll be getting back to you. I'm going to start making more videos. here in the coming weeks. Look out. I'm going to be doing a lot of interviews going forward. And we're going to be talking about different trades people can get into. I'm going to be talking with people who became who are welders, who have become corrections officers, who are special needs teachers, all the way to actively boots on the ground community activists providing food, clothing, and other aid to the people. Also, those who run anti-gang initiatives, because that's an extremely important area that we need to be focusing on, because that will destigmatize our community. But I wanted to get this one out too, because I saw her on Twitter today, and that shit just irked me down to my core, that she's on there crying about Colombian coffee makers coffee producers instead of promoting Puerto Rican coffee producers. She's crying for Coca-Cola because Coca-Cola can't get their Colombian coffee beans to America without extra high tariffs, instead of promoting independent coffee bean farmers on the island. All right, y'all be safe. Y'all stay blessed. Be blessed. Love y'all. Peace.